Hi, everybody. Welcome back to ScotWeek, ScotCon, our business conference. And I have the most wonderful guest, Yvonne Corbett, who I just met in New York City for Tartan Week NYC. Yvonne, welcome to ScotWeek. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here.
Thank you so much. I'm excited. It was great to meet you in New York as part of the big Scottish presence there. It was the coolest event ever.
Well, and I'm interviewing you right now. I'm going to make a thumbnail. So the viewers who are watching have already seen the thumbnail. It's a picture of us in our
in our glory.
Yes, because I love that picture. I saw you and your friend Kim, and I thought, these are my new best friends.
We were wearing your tartan.
Yes, and the most beautiful coats I'd ever seen. And how wonderful to have met you and talking more with you about what it is both of you do in Scotland. So fascinating. So you own Turin Castle.
I do. Yes, we lived overseas for 23 years and my husband wanted to come home to Scotland and I needed a project. I'm a complete serial entrepreneur. So I needed something to do and I missed international life. So we decided to buy Turin Castle, which is behind me. It's located just north of Edinburgh, south of Aberdeen, and it's got 10 bedrooms, and I wanted to open not a hotel, not an Airbnb, but a place where people could come and be welcomed as if it was their own home. So that's kind of what we've tried to do with Turin. There's no real box to put it in. It's more of a private use castle that people come to with their friends, maybe to get married, or just to do a celebration, or just to chill out and enjoy Scotland. And we can tell them the best places to go that no one else knows about. That's the secret.
Well, hopefully it's not going to be a secret any longer after going through all of our audiences and channels here, because, Americans are so very fond of and passionate about Scotland and its history, especially any American who goes to the Highland Games, which many will be watching this program. We just romanticize the heck out of Scotland. Look at Outlander. And oh my gosh, so you are living the fairy tale, all of us girls here. Just imagine every day of our lives. Who doesn't want to live in a Scottish castle in the middle of beautiful Scotland with a Scotsman?
I know. Well, I think we maybe take it for granted. There's so many historic, stunning castles around Scotland. Ours is just one of them, but I'm not sure there's many that are run the way we do. We literally create an itinerary to suit each client. We don't take bookings unless we meet people, because we want to make sure that we create the team to suit the client that's coming in. Sort of the biggest insult you can give me about Turin is call it a hotel, because it's just not. Sometimes we're booked for 2 people, sometimes we're full, we can take 20. We've got 10 bedrooms, but the property was built in 1659. And very unusually, it was moved brick by brick in 1900. So the lady that owned it, her husband had passed away and she never liked being down by the waterside. So the castle used to sit on the edge of a beautiful loch about 3 miles away from its current position. And when he died, she decided to have it moved, and literally horse and cart moved this entire castle brick by brick, and it took them 7 years to do it. So there are 2 stones giving the date on the side of Turin Castle, and one is 1659, which is the original build, and the other one is 1907, because they started in 1899 to move it, and it wasn't complete till 1907. So it's a crazy story.
That's incredible. I mean, that is truly remarkable. I can't wait to see it in person. I'm coming in August and I can't wait. I wish I was coming tomorrow.
I know. We cannot wait to welcome you. It's a great location. We're right beside St. Andrew's Golf, I mean, rivers, lochs for fishing, we're near the beach. We've got the Angus Glens for hunting, and of course the glorious gin bothy, which is 15 minutes along the road that we get our hand batch gin. We've got a new distillery, a whisky distillery that's just opened that does field to bottle experience. It's literally opening this month. So, and we're also near the home of the Queen Mother. So the location could not be better. There's 36 golf courses within an hour. It's insane. And most of them are championship.
That is insane.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, what can I do to get there? How quickly can I get there to check this out? I mean, truly, this is a dream. And
well, I know that you're a bagpiper, Cindy. So we always like to keep something secret for our clients so that we can surprise them. So I can't tell you, otherwise it's not going to be a surprise, but I have a little surprise in store for you when you get here. So we'll have to film it live as it happens when you get to Turin, because we always find out one little thing that could wow our clients. And so it can be something tiny, or it can be something, if it's something huge, we do have to check and make sure that's all going to work well. But we love our clients to rush back after golf because they want to come home and see what's happening at Turin, because there's something different every night. And that's the wonder of Turin. It's not a hotel and you go to your room and then you meet for drinks later. There's always a surprise waiting when you get home.
oh my goodness, I can't wait to see what that's going to be. I'm intrigued.
I know, it's going to be fun. Going to be fun.
Now, you must have just the best life. And I know you're the managing director there at Turin Castle, and this is your baby. But tell us, what is a day like for you, or a day like at the castle?
Well, there's never 2 days the same. And in a way, I love it like that. We bring the team in to suit the client. So for example, we have a small team of 5 that are full-time at the castle. My son's in the business, and no one ever knows that we're mother and son because he has an American accent. He was an expat kid. So he's also 6'3" and goes to the gym each day. So we do not look alike at all. And clients never quite understand who's the American kid, and we don't tell them till they leave that we're mother and son, but they get a real kick out of that. But we have a team of butlers. They're all different. They've all got different skill sets. Some are sommeliers, some are experts in golf. So we'll meet the client and then figure out who's the best team member to look after them. So my son and myself are there for every private group that comes. And our chef is sourced again to suit the budget and the style of the client. So we sometimes bring chefs from France, from London. Normally it's Scottish chefs, but it just depends. We have a group of golfers coming next from Florida. So they wanted sort of a health food style of dining. They want to be outdoor dining. They want foraged food. So we brought in some great chefs from Edinburgh for that are experts in foraging and local foods. So it depends. Then the next day we can welcome a group of people from the Middle East. So then we have halal chef, and we have completely different experiences because obviously there's no alcohol. So that's all cleared, and it's much more focused on outdoor events with the kids and just showing people from every single race how to enjoy Scotland to suit them. It's kind of fun, and I think the fact that I lived abroad for 23 years helps, because our knowledge of the global client is kind of extensive, and it's easy for us to switch around a team to suit maybe a group of Chinese who are coming over to sample whiskey. We now have a team of translators from China. We've got Chinese chefs. So no 2 days are the same. I mean, we actually do weddings. We have a wedding next weekend from Texas. funnily enough.
My
So
goodness.
so they're all quite different, but we encourage a wedding group, if they come from abroad, to stay longer. And then we'll give them a real taste of Scotland around the wedding. So it's not just about the wedding, it's about bagpipes and Highland dancers and in archery and falconry and things that they can do in the gardens and Highland games, but with a little twist.
This is phenomenal. I've never actually heard of such a personalized experience and service for a stay. And as I'm listening to you, I'm so intrigued because it must just be one of the most fantastic experiences that people who come to stay with you ever have, that you would personalize it to every extent of even to the food preferences.
Oh,
And
absolutely. Well, I mean, no two people are the same. And I don't want to give people what I think they're going to want. I want to understand, if you're coming with the kids, maybe do you want a pizza night? That's not what people would expect in a castle, but then we'll make it extra special pizza night, and it'll be out by the fire pit, and the chef will all bake with the kids and show them how to do it, and maybe throw it on hot stones on top of the fire, just to make it all really wonderful. We created an outdoor fire pit area for a bride from San Diego, and they wanted to have an outlander wedding in Scotland. So we created this entire space for them, and actually it's probably our most used part of the castle now. No one will come inside. They want to sit by this humongous roaring fire in amongst the trees in Scotland and drink whiskey and listen to stories. And we bring storytellers in. We've had a harpist by the fire who just played the harp till the wee small hours. And there's usually always a little whiskey involved.
oh my gosh, well, that goes without saying, or at least I think it should. And some gin.
Absolutely. A little gunshot at the end of dinner.
A little gunshot or quite a lot.
That's a gin.
Yes. But it does sound very much like a fairy tale, if I do say so. And I absolutely am so excited to come and spend some time with you, get to know you better, and to see this beautiful place called Turin. And I just want to let the viewers know that in the description will be some links to your website, links to any social media, some of the beautiful footage that you have sent over for us. And I'll also attach it to this interview now, and then you'll see it be playing some of it throughout the entire weekend of the presentation for ScotWeek. I just think it's so stunningly beautiful. It's a beautiful castle, beautiful countryside. What could represent Scotland visually better than Turin Castle?
Thank you so much, Cindy. Thank you. We cannot wait to get you over here.
Can't wait to be there. And I hope that everyone's going to go online and research. And again, we work very closely with Visit Scotland. We encourage you to research. If you've never been to Scotland before, go ahead, go online, do some research, but then ask questions of Yvonne and get a hold of her if you have any interest at all of having a very special experience at Turin. And start planning your trip now. Scotland does sell out from time to time, and I have a feeling, especially after the pandemic, that it's going to for a few years moving forward, because everyone's ready to get back out in the world and have that experience, especially our viewers here. So start doing your research and plan to go to Turin, St. Andrews. And Yvonne, thank you so much for being here. I know we're going to have you on again and again and again, and I cannot wait to see you in August.
Thank you so much. It's been amazing to be on this. Thank you so much for inviting me, Cindy.
Our great pleasure. Thank you.